Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to be covering Kane. He made his first appearance in X-Force, issue number 2, that was released in July of 1991. His full name is Garrison Kane, and he also has gone by the alias Weapon X. Being a powerful Canadian cyborg that stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighs 480 pounds, having blue eyes and black hair. Now this weight is because most of his body has been replaced with a unique type of metal. Kane's cybernetics have been upgraded at least 2 separate times, using the most advanced technologies of both the 21st century and the 40th century. And overall, it's generally afforded him moderate superhuman strength, being able to lift at least 20 tons, as well as moderate superhuman durability, being able to resist most types of physical attack. He's also been afforded low-level superhuman speed, agility, stamina, and reflexes. Not to mention having technologically advanced senses, such as infrared and telescopic vision. But if I were to say that Kane has one trademark feature, it would be his malleable metal arms. Because in one of his most unique upgrades, his arms were composed of a liquid metal. And these were shown to be able to morph into various different types of weapons and utensils. Be it lasers or plasma weapons, or a blade with an edge only a molecule thick. Now, in addition to this, he could also interface with most any type of complex computer system, being able to instantly download any information on said networks, which he primarily used to gather information about various mutants for the purpose of being able to have effective intel against them. Which itself leads us to one of Kane's most advanced upgrades, which was his ability to imitate other mutants' powers. So by uploading a particular power set, Kane could reshape his cybernetics to mechanically and technologically approximate that of said mutants. But as we'll see, there was one mutant in particular where it wasn't a good idea to imitate his abilities. Now, Garrison Kane's story is a complex one, and it's marked by loss, vengeance, and ultimately a tragic yet heroic sacrifice. We'd see his journey from a young mercenary to a cybernetic soldier. This is because Kane's life took a dark turn at a very young age, losing both of his parents around 13 years old. From there, he'd dive into the world of mercenaries, finding solace with Hammer and Bridge, forming a formidable trio. Eventually, fate would bring them together with Cable, Grizzly, and Domino, which created the team known as the Wild Pack, although they would later rename to the Six Pack due to trademark issues. This group would operate on the fringes, with their morals as flexible as their allegiances. However, in one of their missions, things would go bad when Cable's clone Strife would ambush them. The chaos that resulted from this would leave Kane critically injured, losing both arms and legs. But it's here that fate would luckily or unluckily intervene, because right alongside Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, who was another Weapon X experiment, Kane would be brought back from the brink, being nearly completely transformed into a cyborg with advanced cybernetics courtesy of Canada's Department K, which fell under the Weapon X program. However, unfortunately from here, Kane would be fueled by a distorted view and the lingering pain of betrayal, believing Cable and Strife were the same person. He would then organize Weapon P.R.I.M.E, which was a strike team tasked with capturing Cable and X-Force. Yet, during one of their subsequent confrontations, Kane would learn the truth about Strife and would face his former friends. It's here that Cable, recognizing Kane's pain, sent him to his future timeline. There, Kane would receive further upgrades to his cybernetics and newfound purpose as part of Cable's resistance movement. After some time, we'd see Kane return to the present day, forgiving Cable and rejoining the remnants of Six Pack. The allure of mercenary work remained strong within him, taking on missions with his old comrades and even collaborating with Nomad. However, a brief sense of normalcy would emerge when Kane settled in San Francisco with Vanessa Carlisle, despite this peace being shattered by attacks from mutant haters and the unpredictable Psycho Man. Some years would pass and shockingly we'd find Kane working for AIM, a villainous scientific organization. And this would bring him into conflict with heroes like Wolverine and Alpha Flight. Yet subsequent to this, Kane's loyalty would still seem to be ambiguous, because he'd later re-enter the Weapon X program, receiving even further enhancements. This is the upgrade that granted him the ability to mimic mutant powers and turned him into a very formidable yet ruthless assassin. But during a confrontation with X-Force and the Underground, Kane faced his past once more. Being torn between his programming and a flicker of his former self, he used his power-mimicking abilities to fight for the good guys. However, this was the act that proved fatal, because the borrowed power of techno-shaping, wielded by the manipulated Alpha Flight member named Madison Jeffries, proved incompatible with Kane's cybernetics, which led to his apparent demise. So as we can see, Garrison Kane's story is a cautionary tale. He was a skilled fighter, burdened by trauma and a thirst for vengeance, so he found himself perpetually entangled in morally ambiguous situations. So despite moments of redemption and camaraderie, Kane's loyalty remained as fragmented as his cybernetic body. And in the end, his struggle to reconcile his past with the cold efficiency of a weaponized soldier became his undoing. Once again proving that the lines between hero and villain can quite often become blurred. Now, for his powers and abilities and his influence on the Marvel Universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Garrison Kane a rating of 5, which is an enigmatic rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and join the new Sage.